what would you say is your state of mind right now going into this game, Baker?
I feel good about where we're at. It's, when you look at the tape, obviously we're sitting at 4-4, and we've lost some close ball games. But when you look at it, we haven't helped ourselves out. We've shot ourselves in the foot a bunch of times. It starts with me turning the ball over in the red zone, giving away points, and some of these teams that we're playing are going to capitalize on it. And so for me, taking care of the ball, but then just not making dumb mistakes on simple fundamental plays that we've done a bunch. So I feel good about where we're at, and this is I relate it to last year. We had a big mid-season lull, and wound up having to come out of it. And the thing we did was just do all the little things right. And so that's this veteran group that we have here. Obviously, got a lot of young guys playing right now, but the guys that were here understand that if we just do our job and lead by example and just pick the intensity up a little bit, we'll be just fine.
Are those mistakes is what you're referring to as the kick mentality that you need to have there in Tampa?
Yeah. The cliche, end every drive in a kick, but it's true though. Especially when you're playing against a team like this, they capitalize on mistakes, and that's what they don't do. They don't beat themselves, and so we have to play smart football for 4 quarters.
I did notice that you wore Chris Godwin's creamsicle uniform to work. Baker, how is he? What's your? Not to turn you into an information man, but how's he doing right now, Baker?
Chris he's in great spirits. Extremely unfortunate. Nothing you ever want to see happen to anybody, especially one of your teammates. And for Chris having a career year on a contract year as well, it just sucks. But Chris handles it like a pro, like he does every single day. He leads by example. I mean, just a couple days later after surgery, he had his foundation event and still hosted it and still did everything he's supposed to do to give back to the community. So it just, to me, that shows what type of guy he is. For the people that don't know him, we're just lucky to have him around here. He's still coming around, being influential with our younger guys, being a mentor for them. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't have him.
So okay. He had surgery, and so he's out there at his charity event on crutches. Is that what you're saying? That's what happened?
No, I mean, it's Rich. It's 2024. We have the scooters where they can put the leg, scoot around a little bit.
My bad. Okay, so he's on a scooter. He's on wheels.
Yeah,
he's on wheels.
Yeah, he's on wheels. And he upgraded it. They gave him a scooter that didn't really have the off-road tires. He upgraded. Looks like a nice ride.
And how's Evans coming along? Because obviously he didn't suffer a season ender, but how's he coming along, Baker? What do you think?
Mike's as well in good spirits. I think it was just frustrating for him. He tweaked his hamstring against the Saints and kind of played a little bit. He was kind of on a pitch count to say, and then really he pushed himself for that Ravens game and wound up, just straining it more. But he's in good spirits as well. And Mike understands that, that it's a long season. Obviously, this is his 11th year, so he understands, when we really need him. But he's pushing himself to get back as early as possible.
And again, you've been around some really good backs in your day. We already established about Joe Mixon and your time in Cleveland as well. These kids you have around you are really talented. What's your opinion of your running back room, Baker?
Yeah, I mean, Bucky and Rashad are more similar in the aspect of being able to catch out of the backfield. They're really athletic. They catch the ball naturally like receivers do, and so they bring a different dynamic to that. And not to compare Sean Tucker to Nick Chubb, but the way they're built and the way they run, they're kind of tough physical runners that break tackles. And one guy doesn't really bring them down often, but they're sneaky fast once they get in the open field. So yeah, we feel really good about all three of them and what they're able to do. And it's obviously exciting when you get to put multiple in it at the same time and see how defenses defend us.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.